Welcome back to Santagato Studios. Today we have a cooking competition for the ages where only one chef will come out alive. Let's meet today's chefs.
I'm Chef Francesco. I cook all the time. Cook all the time with the family, cook all the time for fun. I wore an apron last night. There was a hot dog on the apron. I'm getting out of control here.
I am Chef Joe, and I am not insanely confident in my abilities to cook. All I have to do is make something pretty edible, and if it's better than Frank's, then he's gonna be deflated.
Joe has never even told me about when he cooks, so I think I just have, it's not even about a lot of experience, I just have any experience compared to him, so. And also, these dainty fingers gotta be good for something, baby, so you know they're good for cooking.
Today's chefs will not just be judged on taste, but also on presentation and creativity. Let's meet our judges. Our first judge is Ahmed Hussein. He has never cooked a meal for himself in his life, but he has ordered Uber Eats more than anyone in the tri-state area. Our second judge is Ryan Lynch. He studied at Switzerland's top hotel school, and he has eaten McDonald's in 12 different countries. And our third and most esteemed judge today is Chef Leo Palazzo. He has been a professional chef for over 30 years, and he is actually from Italy. Chef Joe and Chef Frank will both be cooking a recipe that they will be seeing for the very first time. Both Chef Joe and Chef Frank's recipes do include fresh ravioli, and to give them a little bit of help, Chef Leo will do a brief demonstration on how to make the fresh pasta.
Ok, ciao ragazzi, oggi facciamo la pasta fresca all'uovo, va bene? Ok, sarò molto rapido e veloce, ve la farò vedere. Per me questa è una pasta molto facile da preparare. Fammi vedere un attimo, eccolo qui, sì, questa è la mia perfetta pasta che devo fare oggi.
Feel like if we're gonna do a demonstration in this video, then the person should be speaking English. I didn't know that the dude was just Italian. Didn't really know what he was saying.
I don't know if it's the language or his eyes. I just lost every bit of concentration that I had. I was just trying to keep my eyes on the fresh pasta and pray that I would be able to figure out what was going on.
Un po' di semolina sopra, un po' di farina.
Oh my God.
Un po' di farina sopra, chiudo bene, taglio. Qualcosa ho imparato in questi anni. Eccoli qua, i miei ravioli. Prego.
All right.
You will each have 45 minutes to complete your meals. Flip those papers over and the timer starts now.
Go. Pomodoro toasted bread. What the fuck?
Oh man. Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm taking it.
Oh wait, I didn't know we had to run. I flip over the paper, I'm looking at my recipe, and I'm like, all right, okay, this doesn't look too bad. I saw sage in there, and I didn't know if I was gonna be cooking or conjuring up some spirits.
I don't know why Frankie keeps folding his pasta. I'm concerned about that. I asked the chef. Don't know what he said to me.
I don't think I'm gonna be okay because of the shape of this. Feel like I'm gonna start over.
I'm just gonna start over with this.
When I was putting the dough into the machine to fucking make it thin, it just kept breaking, and I don't know why. I had to do it 3 or 4 times before I actually got it. And look at that. So that's wrong, ladies and gentlemen. That's not good.
Are you at all worried about your competition today?
I am terrified right now. Guys, we're in big fat trouble.
We bitch,
no,
you bitch.
We is me.
Can you tell us what your recipe is today?
So today I will be making a spinach ricotta ravioli in a butter and sage sauce, which is going to be on a bed of sauteed wild mushrooms.
I'm cooking a 4-cheese ravioli pomodoro with toasted anchovy breadcrumbs.
Pomodoro? They got hats on yours?
I don't know.
Chef Leo, how do you feel about what you're seeing so far in the fresh pasta making segment?
Io non capisco inglese. Penso che questa pasta la sta facendo bene. Però l'altro lo vedo molto indietro. Vediamo.
Folks, he took the words right out of my mouth.
It's not about looks.
Presentation is one of the things the judges will be grading,
Get out
so
of my
it
face.
is in
Get
fact
out of the
about
way.
looks.
I'm not really confident in the look of my ravioli, but this is all about taste. We're talking about food here. Frank's looks great, and mine does not look good, so I have to make sure that it tastes better than his looks.
Chefs, there are 30 minutes left in the competition. You're sweating.
I'm not sweating, you're sweating.
We're all sweating because things are heating up.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
It appears that Chef Frank has finished the pasta making. He's gathering his raviolis and he's heading into the kitchen.
I left a mess, but I don't care.
Chef Joe has now, he is just raw dog bare fisting his pasta, and he's gonna run that over to the kitchen.
Very sanitary.
Their hands are just all over the food.
I haven't seen one glove in the vicinity.
I'm looking at anchovy breadcrumbs. I barely know what the fuck that means. I hate anchovies, but I'm gonna figure it out.
At this point, I actually feel bad for Joe. He's kind of like a little puppy dog out there, and I wanted to go and help him, but I don't need to make something good. I just need to make something edible because I believe whatever he's making is going to kill someone in this room.
Saw a video of someone doing this once. We're fine.
We are at the 19-minute mark remaining. We are under 20 minutes left.
Stop
under
talking
20
to me.
left.
Get away from me. When I made the breadcrumbs, I was pretty excited about that because it started to look like breadcrumbs. But when I put the tomatoes in and I started stirring it, I'm like, this does not look like a sauce at all. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
I can take a nice break. I'm hanging, baby. I'm living the dream.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Salute.
Salute.
Hey, I love that.
Chefs, may I have your attention? We have a surprise wild card for you. You will each be getting
Because it hasn't been hard enough?
a
Good.
wild
Go ahead,
card
make it harder.
ingredient.
Okay, let's do
You'll
this.
each be getting a wild card ingredient with 0 instructions on how to cook or prep it. It's up to you to figure out how to make this side dish part of your full meal.
What in God's name?
Sunchokes.
This looks like, is this from fucking...
Sunchokes.
Is this from Pallet Town? This is from Pokemon.
It looks like a little tank.
A little Pokemon. What the fuck is a sunchoke? I could have sworn it was like a diseased baseball straight out of Willy Wonka's factory.
Celeriac? Is that diarrhea medicine?
Now I'm very worried, okay? Because I don't know what this is. I don't know how to prepare it.
We're boiling them, we're mashing them, and then we're gonna find out what the hell happens.
I think Frank may be mistaking sunchokes with potatoes.
Wait, hold on.
Celeriac, whatever the fuck it is. And I was like, I'm just gonna put olive oil and maybe some spices in here and make fries. I don't know.
This would be a little spicy. Ooh. So I'm cooking and I see this spicy pepper on the counter and I'm like, oh, add a little spice, you know, mix things up a little bit.
There is a... Whoa. I don't know what spice was used. We are all having severe trouble breathing.
When the room started coughing, that was when I knew I had put too much pepper in. A lot of people have cooked for and with Chef Leo. I have almost murdered him.
Once the kitchen started going up in smoke, everyone's choking. I was like, all right, I got this.
Guys, chefs, I have an update that you'll be very happy to hear. Yep. We are opening another bottle of red.
Perfect. Perfect. Honestly, only thing getting me through right now.
But also, there's 10 minutes left in the competition. In the final 10 minutes, it's coming down to the wire.
I'll be honest with you, at this point, I'm pretty good and drunk. I definitely hit the wine a little too hard.
Lunedì, martedì, mercoledì.
I thought it was gonna help, but I feel like it really set me on a path.
Judges, you are moments away from this food entering your body. Chefs, we are in our final 2 minutes. Everything must be plated and completed within the next 2 minutes.
This is really when things are going to have to come together.
Judges, help me out. 10,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2,
2, 1.
1.
Hands off the plates, hands off the plates. And that is our 45 minutes of cooking.
Hug it out. Great job, chefs.
Bravi,
Bravo.
bravi.
Molto bello, molto bello,
Molto, molto bello.
molto bello.
Bello.
The competition is now in the hands of our 3 judges who will be tasting the final dishes from Chef Joe and Chef Frank.
I'm feeling pretty confident in my dish. I thought I could have maybe put another little garnish on top of it, but looks good. I feel good. Hola, chefs. Buon Natal. Today I have made my signature dish, ravioli alla Francesco. It is a ricotta and spinach stuffed fresh ravioli over a bed of wild mushrooms. And then on the side, I was introduced to something called a sunchoke. And you guessed it, I've never heard of it. So what did I do? I chopped it to speed up cooking. I boiled it, and then I pan-fried it a little bit with a little bit of, maybe a tinge of spice.
Let's take a bite into this. I mean, I can't even cut through this with a fork. I've tried your dish. Ravioli I could barely cut through with a fork, so that's a problem. I don't know what you put on my plate. I wouldn't even feed this to anybody. And what are these called? Sun chips?
Yep.
Yeah. These are pretty good. A little on the hard side. The black pepper is just piercing through this and through my stomach right now, which will probably put me in the hospital before I even finish the dish. But overall, good job.
You just undercooked the raviolis. It could have used maybe an extra minute or so, but the sunchoke I would have left off the plate. Way too spicy for me, but I appreciate the effort. All in all, I thought the presentation was incredible. I thought it looked really nice. Taste just left a little bit to be desired.
Fair. Thank you.
Great job, Chef.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so Frank, you do really great job, but I think so your pasta is very thick, and the mushrooms, I mean, you need salt. What do you think, guys? And you need to cook a little bit more, maybe next time. But I like your presentation. I like your job. You move very well in the kitchen, so you know. I mean, you're very familiar in the kitchen, right? And
Thank you.
But yeah, good job.
Thank you,
good
Chef.
Job. Yeah, good job, Frank. Yeah.
One note. English would have been helpful earlier, a little bit.
Hi, chefs. Today I cooked a 4-cheese ravioli in pomodoro sauce with the side of, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called, but it's a celery root, and it also has anchovy breadcrumbs on top.
Listen, for all the screaming and yelling Joe was doing over there, his dish looks pretty good. And now I am legitimately worried that I didn't take this too serious.
Thank you, Chef Joe, for making us this dish. Presentation wasn't your best skill or your greatest skill in this.
Sure.
I will tell you, your ravioli is phenomenal.
Oh.
I love like the saltiness to it. I was actually able to cut through it with my fork, so I think you cooked it well. I see what you tried to do here with the French fries. I almost took 3 of my teeth off trying to eat this. And they're so spicy. I probably would have toned it down a little bit on the spice.
Joe, the highlight of your dish was the filling, which you did not make, so I'm not giving you too much credit there. I disagree with Ahmed. I think the pasta was overdone. Again, similar problem to Frank, didn't get the thickness right at all. Needed a couple more times through that pasta maker, but I could see how frantic you were over there, so I was happy you got something on the plate. Pomodoro sauce, not getting a lot of sauce. It's really just more tomato and breadcrumb medley on top. And very clear you didn't know what a celery yak was and had no idea how to cook that.
I did not.
I honestly think it would have been better served raw, but you certainly missed that part, unfortunately.
So I tried as best as I could, and I think that giving it the old college try counts for something.
Yeah, I see why you've dropped out of college.
So, thank you, Joe. To be honest, it's the same problem with Frank. The pasta is very thick. I can try the celery roots because it's very strong, and probably you don't know why you cook this part.
No, I had no idea.
Anchovies, yes, very salty, and tomato. I mean, it's very wrong. You wrong everything like in tomato.
Wrong?
Yeah, it's
Wrong.
yeah, wrong. Yeah. I mean,
You know, there was a point there where Leo was saying that, like, everything was wrong with my dish. What is wrong about it?
the tomato. I mean, you wrong everything. Tomato.
Everything's wrong.
Pasta.
Everything's
celery.
wrong.
Yeah.
So disrespect is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. So, but thank you for your job, really.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So both chefs have presented their meals. The judges have tasted. They are now going to deliberate amongst themselves and come back and tell us who the winner is.
I think you'll agree, both chefs missed on the preparation of the ravioli. They didn't get the pasta thickness right, and they missed their cook too as well. Both could have cooked those a little bit longer.
However, with that being said, I did like Joey's ravioli more than I did like Frankie's.
I honestly think that Frank is underestimating me. He came into this thinking that I'm pathetic and that I couldn't put a dish together, but I really think what I came up with is great.
You could tell the time really got to Joe there at the end. You know, Frank seemed a little bit more composed there at the end. Joe was kind of rushing to get that plating together at the end, and I think that showed in this final dish.
I don't know. I felt confident, and the chefs were honest, which is what you want. But this could be a toss-up.
Do you think we have our winner, chefs?
I think so, right? Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, bring them in.
So guys, thank you so much for your job today. Really, you made a great job, both of you. You worked very well under the kitchen. For me, is very important was the surprise ingredient. Well, Joe, you tried to cook like a celery, but you know it's still raw, and it's very difficult. You, Frank, you tried to cook like a Sancho's for the first time, right? The mushroom, it was a little bit a lot spicy, right, guys? But we take our decision today, and the winner is Frank.
Congratulations.
Listen, baby, ball don't lie. Big baller boy Frankie came out on top. Why? These dainty fingers. I told you they were good for something.
Honestly, I can't really be mad at the final decision. I think we both did a great job. I think that Frank's plating was probably the difference. It looked really good. I don't know that it tasted really good. His side was hot as shit. But you know, I'm proud of the job that we both did, and you know, congrats to Frank. But I hope he burns in hell.